This is Coco, our umbrella cockatoo that we took in a little over a year ago from a zoo. We know very little about him except for he's wild caught. And we're guesstimating his age around 27 years. And as I sit here and pet him, Rico's back here asking for pets. Hey, Christy. Anyways, can I pet? Coco is an umbrella cockatoo. He has a broken wing. We learned that through giving him a shower. Anyways, when I first started training Coco, which this February, it'll be 2 years ago, is when I was training all the animals at that zoo. And I started training Coco because nobody could touch him now. This is me asking if he wants me to pet. And we were just snuggling. But right now, he doesn't seem like he wants to, and that's fine. So before I pet him, I always ask him if he wants me to pet. Sorry. Audible explosion. Now that we have that out of the way. So when I first started training Coco, I was, there's no way I was getting my hands anywhere near him. I didn't know his history. So I began training him, and I did that so I could better understand his body language. I still don't like my hands anywhere near his beak. But when I first started training him, it was purely off contact. I had no physical contact with him. And then I started recall training him from inside his cage. Then I started target training him with his beak through the cage bars. And when his beak was put through the cage bars, I did that because I could clearly tell, or I thought I could tell, that he would enjoy touch. He's watching a turkey vulture flying around outside. And I thought that tactile interaction via touch can be it. I thought it could be, oops, just pulled out a head feather. That one must have been ready to come out. I could tell touch was probably of high value to him, and I know he hadn't had it in at least a year. So I began training him, you like that? To target his beak between the cage bars. Like that. Thank you. Because if his beak was between the cage bars, he couldn't bite me. I didn't want to push him to the point of biting, because that biting serves as a form of communication for him. But that was my differential reinforcement of an incompatible behavior. If he had his beak through the cage bars, he couldn't lunge after my hands because he's quick. He moves so fast that if you're going to get bit, you don't even realize it until it's over. So while I was trying to be able to accurately identify body language, if he put his beak through the cage bars, I could slip the door open and start rubbing him from behind his head. And that he clearly enjoyed. And now I'm able to, I still can't pick him up, but we get him out every day, and he knows if he wants to, he can come out. And we get him out every day, and he comes out here on this play gym where he has more room to roam because his choices are limited due to his broken wing. So we create big environments so he can explore as much of his surroundings as possible. He's a great educator. Most of the volunteers are training him, and they're target training him from outside the cage first to better be able to read his body language and know what that body language means. And then as of last week, the majority of the volunteers that are training him are now entering in his cage and target training him. So his training here has moved from off contact to protective contact. Yeah. What do you think, Coco? What do you think? Yeah. Want some more? Coco! So that bobbing of his head up and down, that's a form of body language that we clearly pay attention to. Anyways, just wanted you to see the updated work we're doing with Coco. Stay tuned, we have more for you. See you guys. Happy New Year.